Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Austerity April, where I'm still trying to just save money and buy mainly essentials only. Now, I had a little trip to B&M recently. I hadn't been to that type of shop for quite a while. The reason I actually went to B&M was it was Mother's Day, wasn't it, a little while ago, and I wanted to get some bedding plants to go on my mum's grave at the church, and another family grave as well, and so I thought, rather than just get bunches of flowers, I just plant a few little plants. I actually got some pansies and just planted them around to make the place look pretty. And that's what I wanted to go for, was to mainly get some bedding plants. They're a lot cheaper there than anywhere locally. We have got a garden centre, but it's a bit pricey. And I also wanted to get some bits and pieces for my grandkids for Easter. I haven't gone mad with that at all this year. I've really cut down. I'm not going to show those today because I'm going to do a separate video of all the things that I did get, and I don't want to bore you by duplicating. So I'm going to make a separate little video with what I've bought my grandkids this year for Easter. So I wanted to get a few bits from B&M for that as well. And then I needed some household things, some very practical household goods. So I thought I'd just quickly show you those. And I got a tray of the bedding plants, the pansies, which obviously have been planted. So there we are. So the first thing I got this easy, seriously thick bleach sparkling white. We get a lot of lime scale and stuff here. This was 69p. Now, I used to buy this years ago. They used to do it in Savers, and I quite like the sparkling white bleach. It seemed to really help with the lime scale, cleaning the toilet just to make it look better. And then Savers, our Savers anyway, have stopped doing it, and I hadn't seen it for ages. And then I happened to see they got it in B&M, and bleach was on my list. I wanted to get some bleach, so I got this one, 69p. That's for 750 mils. So hopefully that'll help things sparkle. A bathroom theme, carrying on, I got this 10-pack of system blocks for £1.32. I love a good system block. I did try the ones from Aldi, but they just don't last very long at all. So I thought, well, I may as well just try these. I don't know if I have tried these ones before, but anyway, it's just to keep things sparkling and fresh and all that type of thing. So, but I thought for £1.32, that was a really good buy. Then I wanted some new washing up sponges. I got these ones. I haven't tried these before either. It's trying new things this time. This is Minky non-scratch 7 brights everyday scourers, ideal for washing up, it says. There we go. These were 79p for the 7. Now, I know you can get the big packs of the little ones with the green scrubby ones, but they don't seem to last very well. They just seem to fall apart after a couple of uses. So I thought I'd try these, then see if they were a bit more robust. So sometimes it's false economy, because you'd get through like 3 sponges as opposed you might just get through 1 sponge, if you know what I mean, because they last longer. They do feel a bit sort of more heavy duty, but we'll see. The thing with B&M as well, it doesn't do lots of cheap products. It does sort of brands and stuff, but like Minky is a really good brand. But I thought I would try these and see if they last a bit longer and don't disintegrate so easily. So I got those sponges. I needed some anti-back wipes. Again, they don't, with Home Bargains, they tend to do like their own version of things, or a cheaper version of things, whereas B&M, it is all sort of branded. But I saw these elbow grease ones, and it was £1.49 for 80. And it's antibacterial wipes, and it's pink blush fragrance, it says here. It certainly looks a nice jolly package there. They did have cheaper ones, but there was less in the packet, so it didn't work out to be any cheaper because you just got a lot less. So I thought I would try these ones. So £1.49. I have cut right down on the old antibacterial wipes. I'm buying an awful lot less now, but I do still like to have a packet around. They are quite handy for certain jobs. Talking of jobs, I needed some mop heads. My mop was in a bit of a state, so I wanted a new mop head, and so I got these. It was a pack of 2 for £3. So I don't know what these would be like. It says simply everyday, super absorbent cotton mop head. I did have a look at the flat mop things, but they are ridiculous money. There was about nearly £18, and I thought, oh, I'm not paying that for. I know a lot of my friends swear by these flat mop things, but I think I'll just stick to my mop, and every so often I get down on my hands and knees with the cloth, get into all the corners. I mean, to be honest, you can't beat a sort of cloth and a scrubbing brush really, but for quick and ease, I've got some mop heads. I got these baby wipes, 79p. I really need to keep a pack in the car. I just find like when you've got fuel and your hands smell a bit sort of diesely, or if I don't know, you need to sort of wipe your hands from doing various jobs, you know what I mean. They're always handy to keep in the car, especially this time of year, sun's shining, going out for more walks and picnics, or driving off in the car, or sometimes when I come into my car at work, say I'm in my break and I think, oh, even though I wash my hands, by the time you get in your car and you sort of have your lunch or whatever, you feel like you need to wipe your hands, stuff like that. And anyway, baby wipes, I'm sure most people keep these in the car. Do you know, when I was a kid and you'd go on school trips, what my mum would do, because baby wipes and things like that weren't around then, she would get a flannel and she would obviously wet the flannel and squeeze it out really well so it was just damp, and fold it into like a square, and then she'd put it in a plastic bag, usually a bread bag, because we used to reuse our bread bags for everything. And so she would put that in a bread bag and fold it up and put it in like your school bag. So if you went on a school trip and said you'd had an orange or something and you were a bit sticky, you got something to wipe your hands and your face on. And that's what loads of people did. Wherever you looked, there was kids with flannels doing this, you know, on the bus and stuff. It was great. So that's what we used to do before the invention of baby wipes. So yeah, it was a damp flannel in a bag. So yes. Right, this was not a necessity, but it is and it isn't. You got to keep the old man happy, haven't you? I got my husband some of the coffees. Now, Maxwell House, when I started buying these for him a few years ago, they were about 79p. They are now £1.29, but he is worth it. There was cheaper ones. There is a cheaper brand there. Lions was a cheaper brand, but it was just weird flavours like gingerbread and stuff, which he wouldn't like. So I just got him a latte and a cappuccino. There's 8 sachets in each. And he will make these last a little while, and he does enjoy the coffees. We don't live near anywhere where you can go and get coffees and stuff like that, so this is still a fraction of the price of if you went and got like a takeaway coffee. So yeah, I got those for him just to keep him sweet, give him a treat as well, so I got those. And then talking of treats, I don't know how this found its way into my basket, but I did pick up a pack of rodeo chews. This was £1.29 for 7 turkey flavoured rodeo chews for my very spoilt little dog. But yes, that was not an essential, although she's telling me it was. It was definitely essential in her eyes, so maybe. And that's what I got from B&M. I also got the tray of plants, and I did get a few Easter things which I'm going to share with you in another video, because I haven't gone mad with Easter this year, and I did get a couple of bargains as well, so I will share that in another video, so stay tuned for that one. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. I hope we're all watching the pennies at the moment, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share, all that amazing stuff, and until next time, let's all stay frugal.